learnt from karmic debt. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess Go. I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. What does this mean, karmic debt? I feel it's really important for me to share my journey with you around this, so this can help you, give you insights around your experiences with wealth creation and your relationship with money. And with this, basically, you're accumulating energetic debt from any bad karma that you've taken on from your upbringing and playing out this karma into your adult life, circulating it around. So, to put it into context, my parents had a business where they were selling hardware tools in a little shop and in the markets, and they imported tools from China to sell here. But at the same time, I've started to realize they did some dodgy dealings with some drug dealers who were stealing tools from a hardware shop and selling it to my parents at a really cheap price. And my parents would engage with them because of the price points, not because if they were good people or not, and not because it was the right thing to do or not. There was no consciousness of ethics and integrity. It was all about making money. And this was the karma that's been generated in my family's business, where we had people stealing tools from us when we were selling at the markets. And there was financial difficulty where my dad decided not to pay for the mortgage. And when he died, he didn't give us any money to part. In fact, he was $40,000 in credit card debt. And thank goodness it wasn't under my mum's name, because I would have to pay for it. And so this karmic debt continuated, where we couldn't sell the family home at the price that we were hoping for. And there was termites that appeared all of a sudden in front of our house when my dad passed away. And so there was his lingering energy in our house that made it a real struggle for us to sell the home and to not be able to get it at the price that we want it for. And I thought things would be better once my dad is gone, but it didn't. In fact, it got worse. And so we were renting in an apartment, and we just didn't get along. Me, my brother, and my mother. We weren't a family unit. We weren't strong together. In fact, we were a lot more stronger when we divided and part our own ways. And when I parted my own way, I took that karmic debt and did some dodgy dealings in my dress business, where I ordered large amounts of dresses but imported it with a small quantity in the invoice so I wouldn't get taxed. And these small dealings of dodginess becomes bigger things, where it impacts the energy flow of the business. So now that I'm in a completely different business, where you could say it's life coaching, energy healing, therapy, whatever you want to label it, it's about service to humanity, and it's coming from the heart space. And now that I've cleared so much of my trauma, the integrity that I have is so much more stronger, because I'm more in alignment with my spirit and not with my conditioning of that karma. And so, by listening and following my heart, I've created a good karma-based business that's creating so much more good in people's lives and their families and communities. And yes, time to time, I still attract clients and customers who do not fulfill their financial agreements with me. And so there's still some karmic debt that has trickled into my business. And so what is it that I can do about it? I can let it go and not be attached to the financial obligation and just trust that spirit will bring me someone better. And it usually is the case. Or there's something that I need to clear in my relationship with money. And so I would donate money to charities that is aligned with my values. Or I would find ways to be generous with money by taking someone out for lunch, or inviting a friend to come over to my place and I cook them dinner, or to give someone a beautiful gift for their birthday and they weren't expecting it. So I will find ways to mitigate that karma with money that shows up in my business and even in my personal life, and look into how can I create good energy around money, and is there any karmic debt that I've taken on in my upbringing and from my dress business and possibly past lives that I need to neutralize in my current lifetime, in this present time. How much more goodness can I do with money? How can I put out a more loving and expansive energy in my relationship with money? How can I circulate money from a place of heart? And this has been quite transformational for me, because I'm able to see money from a loving place. I'm able to deal with money from a place of authenticity, abundance, and integrity. And I had to become a completely different person to get to this point compared to where I was before. And I had to unpack the layers of scarcity around money in my upbringing, in my dress business, in my current business, and in the matrix, how we have been so indoctrinated that we are enslaved to money and that money is king, when really you and I are the kings and queens, and money is simply just a tool, a financial resource to help us to bring our goals closer, to create our kingdom and queendom. And to do that, we must learn to access our spiritual kingdom and queendom. So experiencing that spiritual alignment with money, so we can tap into money at a high frequency and not at the frequency of the matrix, where it's all about competition, putting our prices down, scarcity that there isn't enough to go around, scarcity with the fears that's being fed from the news and inflation and what so-and-so is saying with their financial situation and struggling to pay for the mortgage and the banks collapsing and all of this sort of stuff, right? So how can we mitigate this negative currency of money to a positive currency of money through alignment with spirit and trusting spirit to guide us and navigate us through in healing and transforming our relationship with money? So if you are ready for a massive upgrade in your spiritual abundance to then reflect in your reality, in your financial abundance, in the way you experience abundance in general, from the inside out, and taking it into your relationships, your interactions, not just only with money, but with your loved ones, people, communities, the impact that you're here to create in this world. I invite you to come and join me into the new year of money, because 2024 is the year of the money. If you look at Feng Shui, it's the year of the dragon, and the dragon represents wealth and luck. With astrology and numerology, in 2024, there's predictions that there's going to be a lot of beliefs and fears that we need to work through with money, and opportunities for growth and wealth through money, as well as collapsing the financial system. So if you want to prepare yourself by building a strong energetic container to withstand the harshest conditions, like I have so many times in my upbringing, in my adult life, what has been reliable is to bank in on my energetic container and building good karma in my bank account through the frequency of money, not through the material assets of money. So please click on the links below if you like to learn more about Divine Prosperity, a 4-month container to heal and transform your money blocks. And we'll be working through this in a group session on the new moon, and letting go of distortions, beliefs, traumas, experiences around money, and taking risk around money, hoarding money, overspending money, all of that sort of stuff, to bring yourself into wholeness with money and experiencing money in such a divine and beautiful, loving way, and how that these experiences, you can take it out and implement it into your day-to-day life. You will also receive private sessions with me around this, so you can accelerate your results faster, as well as an abundance activation kit where you will have access to my astrologer and numerologer to have a reading around your solar return chart, what you need to look out for in your personal year ahead as we are transitioning through the energetics of money in 2024. And where are the pockets of opportunities for you to grow in all areas of your life. So this is an incredible reading that's going to really open up your eyes to propel you to move forward and make 2024 one of your best years yet, as well as receiving a potent herbal medicine posted straight to your door to activate abundance in your relationships, in your communication, in your confidence, and in your financial wealth, and so much more. So if you feel called to this container, please have a look, check it out, book yourself in if you feel the call to do this, to transform not only your life, but your family and your friends and your communities, and in your career, in your purpose in life. This is for you. Or otherwise, please book a free clarity call if you have any questions around the container, if this is right for you, any concerns, if you need to be on an extended payment plan. I'm more than happy to address those concerns for you. And lastly, if you like to work through your experiences with trauma that you've inherited from your family and your ancestors, I do have my full moon inner child healing circle via Zoom and at my place in Bondi Beach, which you can click on the links below. And I also have my full moon ancestral trauma clearing circle via Zoom only, as I will be in Tokyo during that period. So you can click on the link below to book a ticket. I'm also running my Transforming Trauma Weekend Workshop in Tokyo and in Sydney. So if you feel called to clear your ancestral line, your childhood traumas, your past lives, receive family constellations to discover perhaps what needs to be shifted inside of you in your discovery with your life's purpose, perhaps even your relationship with money, perhaps there needs to be a clearing in your ancestral lineage through the family constellation, whatever it is, there's no limits, and I can create that for you, guided by spirit. There will be gestalt therapy exercises, heart-centered integrated exercises to drop into your heart space and connect with the people in the container, and so much more. So if you feel called to attend for this immersion, please click on the links below to book your spot in, and you can also book a free clarity call for any questions that you have, any concerns, or if you do need to be on an extended payment plan. I really hope you got something from this karmic debt segment to bring even more insights and depth into the flow of money in your personal life. And if you got something out of this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because the more subscribers that I have, the more people I can reach to make a bigger difference in healing our relationship with money and the traumas that have come with it, so we can experience society, community, and the world and humanity in a far more enriching and abundant way. And lastly, please share this video, any insights or downloads that you've gained from this, and comment below as well. So my love, remember that abundance comes from the inside out. Abundance is your natural state. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Sending you all of the abundance, all of the love, all of the prosperity your way. Namaste.